The absolute bestest cure for trolls are minions. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Collect up, somehow foster, nurture, buy, bribe, or steal an army of minions, and you won't have any problems with the trolls. I mean, the trolls will still come in, but you'll just crush them, like Oglith. It's like whack-a-mole, only it's whack-an-Oglith, whack-a-troll. Because, see, dedicated trolls of limited intelligence, like Oglith, will make a whole sock army. They'll make multiple accounts. If they're silly enough to actually put videos that violate the terms of service, I mean gross violations, then it's easy enough to report those videos and the channels get pulled, and then he just has to make another channel. Keep in mind that all trolls are cowards. So fear not. If you're on YouTube long enough, it's bound to happen. Troll attack.
My channel is gonna go down.
Now, first thing, do not panic.
Oh my, what am I gonna do? Oh, maybe the Satan worshippers will help. Panic, panic.
In a nutshell, ignore them. Block them and report them. Report their videos, report their comments.
This isn't fair. What did I ever do to deserve this? This is terrible.
Get your friends to report them, and YouTube will pull their channels. And like I said, if they're dedicated, they'll put up another channel. You pull that channel. If you pull enough channels, you'll wear them down. They're flesh and blood creatures just like you and I. They're nothing special. They're nothing to get worked up about. For the most part, trolls can be incredibly annoying, but relatively harmless. Some of the more aggressive trolls are likely to file false DMCAs on your channel, or to get their buddies together or their sock account armies and attempt to flag you into oblivion. But if you're following the terms of service of YouTube at all, even roughly, the chances of them getting a flag to stick is unlikely. And then you have trolls like Oglith, who tend to be slightly more creative than the majority of trolls by doing an Oglith. Now, doing an Oglith would be like if I was to make a video and then share it with you, send you the link, and let's just assume for the sake of the argument that because I'm a troll, it's some stupid, hateful, nasty video that I've made directed at you. And so your first response is to leave a comment addressing my nonsense and BS. This is exactly what the Oglith troll wants you to do. See, this allows the Oglith troll to get around the blocking feature that YouTube has in effect to help you block the trolls, to effectively censor them from your channel. Once you leave a comment on that video, the Oglith troll will then put that video on private and use it to spam and harass you, because you cannot block comments. Now, some trolls don't even have to be that creative. What they will do is they will go to one of your friends' channel or to a channel that you've visited where you've left a legitimate comment to a legitimate public video, and they will then respond to that comment. Now, they can still be blocked if you go to the owner of the video, the person that is running the channel, and get them to block that Oglith troll. That'll shut down them responding to that comment, but they'll just go to another video that you've commented to. But it does make their BS a little more public. See, to be an actual Oglith troll, the instant that you leave the comment, you delete it. Yeah, it's so sophisticated and sneaky. Lately, I've had a lot of you guys asking me for how to deal with trolls. I've seen a lot of people tell me, don't feed the trolls, ignore the trolls. Worst thing you can do is feed them. No, the worst thing that you can do to a troll is to acknowledge that they have any power over you. Do your own thing. Do not be influenced by their BS, because that is the worst thing that you can do. You can feed them all you want. You can pretend they're a little ball of yarn and hand them over to your buddies. Like, I have a lot of people sending me lists of trolls, and while I appreciate the fact that you're being trolled and that somehow you think I have some way of combating them, I am not a troll hunter. I tend to ignore them. They really don't affect me that much. Although there are plenty of channels out there that just love to play with the trolls. If you are unfortunate enough to receive a false DMCA filed by a troll, one thing you want to keep in mind when you counterfile is not to give out your docs. Now, There's two ways of doing this. One, you can put erroneous information down, which would usually work because these notices are fraudulent anyhow, but YouTube could pull your account based on that. It would be the height of irony. The other way of going about doing it is you can actually contact YouTube and tell them why you don't want to give out your docs. And actually, there's a third solution. You can get someone else to file for you and provide their docs. Aldous Valor did an extremely good job with the trolls that were trolling his channel, and Philinoid uses trolls for entertainment. These are channels that are pretty much immune to the effect of trolls. They troll the trolls is what they do. So do not panic, ignore them whenever possible, block them, and report their videos. Like I said, I'll have the safety reporting link down here. You can go there and report nearly all of their harassing comments. And if you run across an Oglyth troll, don't leave comments on his video. That's not going to stop him from trolling your comments on someone else's channel, but like I said, that makes it a little more visible and a little more public. They can still delete them, but there are ways of getting those comments back. Most trolls just like to poo on your channel. They like to come in and leave nasty, snarky comments. And my advice for the majority of trolls is to ignore them. See, trolls will run the gauntlet. Most trolls crave attention, so ignoring them just deflates them. It defeats their purpose of existence. There are those trolls that deserve to be fed. If you feed them enough, they'll get indigestion. Cooked to a crisp like you put them in a toaster oven. But for the most part, ignore them. Recruit some minion. I'm going to provide the link down here. It's at the bottom of your page anyways, the safety center, but I'm going to link directly to the reporting center where you can report the comments that trolls leave on your channel, on your video. You can report their videos. If you just report their BS, it's very effective. YouTube removes it, and if you report them enough, they pull their channel. And if they're dedicated, they put up another channel, and you just repeat. It's like washing socks. You wash them every week. You just have to delete. You just have to be on the channel. You have to direct a little bit of your attention there. So you can either ignore them and block them, or you can get minions involved and address them. It helps if you're a wee bit stubborn, because trolls tend to be fairly tenacious. It's not like they have a job or a hobby. They're sad, pathetic little creatures. They used to live under bridges. Apparently now they somehow managed to get their hands on computers. Usually they live like in a broom closet, basement, an attic, places like that, or a van. Some of them live in vans. And even the ones that are silly enough to issue death threats are really of little concern. I see a lot of people getting really worked up about trolls, and they're really not that much to be worked up about. I mean, it takes a little bit of energy to deal with them. They need chaos and fear to survive. If you deny them access to fear and chaos, they wither somewhat like the Wicked Witch when water was thrown on her in The Wizard of Oz. Ignore them. Ignore them. Or smother them with attention. See, the more aggressive trolls, when you smother them with attention, the problem that they have is usually it's just one of them. There's not that many batshit crazy individuals out there that as a hobby want to troll channels. A few, 12 and 13-year-old kids, some 40-year-old people that are living with their mother in the basement. These are the type of individuals that become trolls. They're not that creative. They're usually not that intelligent, and they're not much of an issue unless you let them become one. You can feed them all you want, just don't give them any power over you. I really don't have the time. I mean, I'm hoping this video will be helpful to some people, and if any of you guys watching this out there are actually channels that are interested in going after the trolls, PM me who you are. I'll put you in the link down here so that anybody else watching it can go to you for advice or assistance. But I have my hands full just dealing with the trolls on my channel. I really don't have the time to be going, because there's a lot of trolls on YouTube. I think there will be less. My prediction for the future is that YouTube's going to put the lockdown on trolls, and you won't see them on here very often. You're going to start seeing channels being pulled by the comments they leave. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing. I've seen people take the snarky, hateful comments that the trolls leave and then cut and paste them and leave them back on the trolls channel. Do not do this, because the trolls will then, trust me, you guys might not know where the Safety Reporting Center is, but the trolls do. They are experts at playing the victim. The first thing they will do is run off to YouTube safety or the moderators, play the victim, and try to get your channel pulled. So when dealing with trolls, it's extremely important that you abide as close as possible to the terms of service. Do not leave comments that can be seen as hateful, harassing comments directed at the trolls. And the fact of the matter is, that's what the troll wants you to do, to get upset, to get angry at them. Rather than tell people to not feed the trolls, do not give the trolls power over you. And by getting upset and leaving hateful comments that they can flag, you're giving them power. See, that's how you feed the trolls. Not by making a video about them, not by making people aware who they are. I think that's a good thing, to publicly put forth what channels are trolls, because it makes it really difficult for them to operate. And I think it was Mel Brooks that said that we make fun of Nazis so that we strip their power. Like, if you're laughing at something, if you're going to laugh at the Nazis, they just don't seem that dangerous. And it's the same thing with the trolls. If you can laugh at them, they're not that dangerous. And they're not. They're ineffectual creatures, which is why they don't have real channels. If they had any actual ability to influence anybody, they'd make real videos. That would be a powerful thing. They are weak and ineffectual. And the majority of them, we can simply ignore them. They'll just fade away. If you don't give them power, they will fade away. And for the other ones, report them. Recruit your friends. Recruit some minions. And I apologize for all you guys that sent me PMs in reference to trolls that I didn't respond back to. I'm hoping that this video will suffice, and I'm hoping that it will help you. So yeah, if any of you guys are interested in any of you troll channels, troll hunters, PM me. If you're an actual troll hunting channel, I'll put your link down here and direct some traffic your way.